Imagine standing at the edge of a storm, wind howling, rain blinding your vision, and everyone around you is starting to falter. Most people turn back. Most people give in to doubt, fear, or exhaustion. But there's something inside you that refuses to quit, something that keeps you moving forward even when the path seems impossible. That's mental toughness. It's not just a trait, it's a skill, a mindset, and a secret edge that allows you to endure, adapt, and ultimately outlast everyone around you. Today, we're going to dive deep into the science and art of mental toughness. We'll explore the principles, habits, and hidden strategies that can transform your resilience, sharpen your focus, and empower you to thrive even in the most challenging circumstances. By the end of this journey, you'll have a blueprint for building a mind that can weather any storm, rise after every setback, and keep going long after others have given up. Segment 1. Understanding mental toughness. First, let's define what we mean by mental toughness. It's more than just willpower or stubbornness. Mental toughness is the ability to stay focused and composed under pressure, to endure discomfort without losing momentum, and to maintain a sense of purpose even when the world seems to conspire against you. People with high mental toughness aren't immune to fear or failure. They feel the same doubts, the same anxiety, but they process it differently. They acknowledge the challenge without letting it paralyze them. Some researchers suggest that mental toughness is a combination of resilience, emotional control, and self-confidence. Resilience is the ability to bounce back after setbacks. Emotional control allows you to remain calm and rational in the face of stress. Self-confidence fuels the belief that you can navigate obstacles successfully. Together, these traits create a kind of psychological armor, a mindset that refuses to be broken no matter how heavy the weight. Mental toughness isn't innate, it can be cultivated. The key is learning how to confront discomfort instead of avoiding it, to embrace failures, feedback, and to develop habits that reinforce endurance. It's about training your mind the way an athlete trains their body. And just like physical training, it requires consistent effort and patience. Segment 2. The power of perspective. One of the most powerful tools in building mental toughness is perspective. Life will always present challenges, but the way you interpret those challenges determines your ability to persevere. Imagine two people facing the same obstacle. One sees it as a threat, a sign that they might fail. The other sees it as a puzzle, a test, an opportunity to grow. Which person is more likely to last through the difficulty? The answer is clear. Developing this perspective starts with self-awareness. Pay attention to your internal dialogue. Notice when fear, frustration, or negativity creeps in, and consciously reframe it. Instead of thinking, "I can't handle this," try, "This is hard, but I can learn from it." Over time, your brain starts to recognize challenges as opportunities rather than threats. This shift in mindset is subtle, but it dramatically increases your ability to endure pressure and outlast others in high-stress situations. It's also worth noting that perspective isn't about pretending everything is fine. It's about acknowledging reality without letting it dictate your emotional state. Some reports suggest that people who can separate facts from interpretation are far better at managing stress, staying calm, and maintaining focus during adversity. Segment 3. Habits that strengthen the mind. Mental toughness is built one day at a time through intentional habits that reinforce resilience. One of the most effective habits is embracing discomfort. Every time you challenge yourself, whether it's physical, mental, or emotional, you expand your capacity to endure. That could mean waking up early to tackle a task you've been avoiding, pushing through a tough workout, or having difficult conversations you'd rather avoid. Each of these experiences strengthens your mental muscles. Another habit is consistent reflection. People who develop mental toughness regularly assess their actions, thoughts, and outcomes. They ask themselves, "What did I learn? What could I do differently? How can I improve?" Reflection turns experience into wisdom, which becomes a foundation for confidence. Visualization is another powerful tool. Some elite performers, from athletes to entrepreneurs, use mental rehearsal to prepare for challenges before they happen. By imagining obstacles and practicing responses in your mind, you build a mental map for resilience. When the real challenge arrives, your mind is already conditioned to respond calmly and strategically rather than react impulsively. Sleep, nutrition, and movement also play a surprising role. Studies suggest that a fatigued or malnourished brain is far less capable of handling stress. Mental toughness isn't only about mind over matter, it's about mind and body in harmony. When your body is strong and your energy is stable, your mind can operate at its highest level. Segment 4. Emotional control under pressure. Mental toughness shines brightest under pressure. One of its core components is emotional control, the ability to stay composed when chaos surrounds you. People often assume that high-pressure situations require suppressing emotions, but the truth is subtler. Emotional control is about acknowledging your emotions without letting them hijack your decisions. When fear, doubt, or frustration arises, a mentally tough individual observes it, names it, and then focuses on the next actionable step. This process is sometimes called emotional regulation, and it's linked to better decision-making and resilience. In essence, mental toughness isn't about feeling nothing, it's about feeling strategically. Some reports suggest that mentally tough people also use a technique called micro-pausing. They pause briefly, even for a second, to reset their mental state before reacting. This small habit can have a profound impact on your ability to endure challenges without being derailed by temporary stress. The hidden edge. Here's where many people lose the battle without even realizing it. Physical skill, intelligence, and talent matter, but mental toughness often trumps them all. It's the hidden edge that separates those who achieve their long-term goals from those who burn out or quit when things get difficult. Think about anyone you admire. Athletes, business leaders, creatives. Their ability to persist, adapt, and recover is often why they outlast competition in adversity. And here's the key insight. Mental toughness compounds over time. Every challenge you endure strengthens your capacity to handle the next one. It's like adding layers of armor around your mind, making you progressively harder to shake or defeat. Segment 6. Learning from setbacks. No guide on mental toughness is complete without discussing setbacks. Failure is inevitable. Disappointment is unavoidable. The mentally tough don't avoid these experiences, they use them as fuel. Learning from setbacks involves honest analysis. It requires asking difficult questions. What went wrong? What was in my control? What wasn't? Then it involves taking deliberate action to improve. This process transforms failure from something that breaks you into something that builds you. Some reports suggest that people who treat challenges as experiments, where outcomes are data rather than judgments of self-worth, are far more resilient. They view each failure as a feedback, a stepping stone rather than a stumbling block. Over time, this mindset makes setbacks less threatening and more instructive, giving you a sustained advantage over those who are discouraged by every obstacle. Segment 7. Focus and energy management. Another hallmark of mental toughness is the ability to maintain focus and conserve energy. Distractions, negativity, and trivial concerns drain your mental resources. People who endure long-term challenges understand that managing attention is just as critical as managing effort. Techniques like prioritizing tasks, setting boundaries, and practicing deep work help preserve mental energy. Some studies suggest that people who regularly practice concentration exercises, mindfulness, or meditation experience greater clarity under stress and recover faster from mental fatigue. Energy management extends to emotional energy. Mentally tough people choose their battles wisely. They avoid unnecessary conflict and drama, preserving their focus for what truly matters. It's a subtle form of strategy. You can't outlast everyone if you're constantly draining yourself on minor issues. Segment 8. Building a resilient identity. At the core of mental toughness is identity. The people who consistently outlast others see themselves in a specific way as resilient, capable, and persistent. This self-concept drives behavior. When adversity strikes, they act in alignment with who they believe they are. Some experts suggest that mentally tough people cultivate an identity of resilience by consciously affirming their values, principles, and long-term goals. They make decisions that reinforce this identity even when no one is watching. Over time, this self-consistent behavior strengthens mental toughness because challenges no longer feel like random tests. They become opportunities to express who you are at your best. The long game of endurance. Mental toughness is ultimately about the long game. Talent, luck, and short bursts of effort might give someone a temporary advantage, But enduring success is reserved for those who can maintain focus, composure, and energy over months, years, or even decades. This requires patience, discipline, and an almost paradoxical combination of ambition and acceptance. Ambition pushes you to improve, to reach further, and to endure discomfort. Acceptance allows you to embrace the process without being overwhelmed by frustration or unrealistic expectations. Together, they create a mindset that is both relentless and sustainable. Now imagine yourself at the edge again, standing in the storm while others falter. Every challenge you've faced, every setback you've endured, every habit you've built has brought you here. Mental toughness isn't a myth or an exclusive talent reserved for a select few. It's a skill, a mindset, and a practice that anyone can cultivate. The question is simple. When the wind blows hardest, when fatigue sets in, when doubt whispers in your ear, will you let it stop you, or will you push forward? The most enduring victories aren't the ones that come easily. They're the ones that test you, stretch you, and ultimately transform you. Every challenge you overcome becomes a part of your story, a testament to your resilience, a proof that you can outlast everyone around you. And that story, you have the power to write it. If you found value in this guide and feel inspired to strengthen your own mental toughness, take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Share your thoughts in the comments. What challenges have tested your resilience, and how did you rise above them? Your experiences might inspire someone else to push through their own storm. Remember, mental toughness isn't built overnight. It's forged in the small, deliberate actions you take every single day. Start today, stay consistent, and watch yourself outlast not just the challenges in front of you, but the limits you once believed you had.